All right, well, I defeated his forces here in Janina. We're now at 17,000 kills versus 58,000. And I'm 3 hours from day change, and I'm 3 hours and 11 minutes from the capital, so I'm force marching an infantry to take the capital. Now my group up here, I brought an armored car, is just going to take them out here. By surrounding this province with my provinces, when day change happens, its morale will drop quicker. And that way we can get this 70 group to go away. Now hopefully I've just broken his morale and he quits. And if that's the case, I'll mop up everything else, consolidate my forces, and then take this group out. I've made 2 more cavalry, and if I keep making cavalry, which I have 11 now, I can easily take this group out with more minimal casualties. Oman is finally getting around. South here, you can see 41 infantry, even though Hijaz did give up. He became an AI. That's just something I have to deal with. But overall, things are going to plan, and I think I'm going to take this person out pretty quick. And I'm going to keep moving troops to here. If this army unit marches, I don't want to have it go wreck my country. And this is the focal point that will stop them. So it's day 12. I'm an hour and some change away from day change, day 13. And my predictions were right. Now I've taken all of this from my opponent, and his big army right here is left. By sacking his capital, he quit, which was my prediction. I had defenses here in case something happened. Multiple days have passed now. So that's explaining where we've come. Now I'm building an artillery piece right here. It will finish in the evening. Right now it's the morning. What I'm going to do is have my big force here, move right here, an artillery piece will be right here, and we'll bombard him until he turns into an AI. Because I don't need to lose these troops. Because if you look at the newspaper, Nubia, that's me, 7.74% of the world's army. I'm number 1. My opponent, number 3, French West Africa, is only 3rd place. And my ally, East Egypt, who went AFK, is in 2nd. West Egypt started an invasion of North Niger. West Libya was fighting North Niger, and I was hoping West Libya would move here, and I would just run in and steamroll them. But West Libya failed to beat the AI and has been pushed back. Now, I don't know why West Egypt wants to fight the AI instead of all this open territory, because this is all open. Go in and take it, right? You know, I might just do that. What is Tripoli? Is it Tripoli? What are they? West Libya. Okay, so West Libya's army doesn't even show up on the top 17. Was that day 11? Yeah, that was yesterday. Oh no, day 12. We're right. Yeah, so I'm actually going to send a force, but I'm going to reposition troops, and I'm going to have a group up here that in a day or two will go up north, because we need to take all of Tripoli. There's no reason this person needs to exist, and I need to secure a buffer zone. So the buffer zone against my opponent, French West Africa, is any country that he's touching, I should not invade. So I shouldn't invade any of these countries. So that means I need to take out this person, this person, this person, this person, this person, this person, and this person. Also here and here. West Libya will help me with that, because I can get the morale stronger here. So once he invades, I can counter invade. That's the plan. I need to just start embargoing countries I'm going to invade. I'm already doing it. Good. I'm going to get West Libya because I don't think he's a competent player. I already did. Wow. I'm really ahead of the game. Tunisia. Okay, goodbye, Tunisia. East Algeria. Goodbye, East Algeria. Maybe West Libya. Oh, that's him. Okay. That's what's going on here. I'm going to be creating 3 different groups. So right here is the group that the morale of troops are less than 75%. So you can see here, they're all hurt. So they were fighting. I recruited new infantry here. They're all fighting. These guys need to heal. I don't need to have weak men die in battle. That's how I maintain my army. That's how it's so big right now. That's one of the many reasons. Second, I have a group here in case the AI or the player turns around and starts to fight. This is the group that will guard the artillery when I fight them. In the third group, I'm just starting it right now. I'm going to double click here. This third group is going to go right here, and when they get consolidated, they'll go through my ally and invade West Libya, because this is open territory. It needs 2 double resources right here. And an energy one is good because my energy has not been great. I've really been working hard. Next day change, I'll move in to invade West Libya. But yeah, things are going to start ramping up now. There was a big gap because this is kind of the lull period where your economy is suffering, and you don't want to see me click all these buttons. But let me go over this important point, which is what I do on a daily with double resource provinces. So when I get going on a new day, I check my double resources. So I have one here. You can see I've built all the industrial resource productions besides the factory and a barracks. I'm waiting because I don't like to build factories and food double resources until I have a lot of oil. And right now oil's scarce. So I use the food resources to make a double barracks and start churning out cavalry. Now here with the steel, I do like to have steel materials and energy, get those factories going first. I had a lot of food, so I built barracks in here. I felt confident about that. In a little bit, I'm going to build a level 3 factory soon. This artillery is the same artillery that's going to bombard this guy. I'm going to keep churning out artillery here. I'm going to keep building factories here until it's level 4. I've also built a railroad here. Keep going down. So I just know where they are because I've been clicking them every day. But let's just go from right to left. Here's Djibouti. It has a harbor. It has a railroad. I'm going to start building barracks in this because it's a food resource. A workshop. And then it's going to start churning out cavalry. Gore's oil. I want to make sure Gore is a level 4 factory, is producing the most energy as possible because I need Gore to give me more energy. And the reason is that when you industrialize, you're building a lot of railroads, and railroads have a daily cost. This daily cost accumulates when all your territories have railroads. So you always need energy. Building an armored car, because I only have one, I'm going to have multiple fronts soon. So I like to have an armored car with each major army. Juba has the railroad done. It has a barracks because I didn't have enough oil to build a factory because I'm poor. So I decided to build the barracks. Now, when I build a level 1 barracks, then I start building the workshop so I can build the cavalry. And then I build level 2 just so I can sneak in another cavalry unit. But Juba will get a factory once I get enough oil. Now that I have one artillery piece and I'm not at war, I may stop building artillery until I get all the material and energy factories up and running. Here's Yambo. So Yambo's at that early stage where it's building level 1 barracks. It has no workshop built yet. But once this is done, I'm going to build the workshop so then I can build a cavalry, and then I'm going to build level 2, which is important. Bureau is almost done with its level 2 barracks. So that's like 3 progression of how I build up a barracks after the early game. This is the mid to late game. This is how I'll build up for every new double resource I conquer if I'm not building a factory at that time. And again, I can't build a factory here because I'm poor. Here's Janina. Now Janina's double resource for energy, which is very important. I'm going to prioritize building factories here, but I still have a day and 13 hours. Plenty of time before I start building a factory right here. Mao and Bardia, I'm building railroads because I just conquered them. Now those are all my double resource provinces. I don't look at anything else unless I do need to do a quick maneuver because I'm at war. But look at my double resource provinces. Then I go to singles. And with singles, I just know I need more energy. So you can see all my singles are building railroads. You see I have a bunch of railroads being built and my energy provinces. And that's my priority. If I get too much energy, you actually can't have too much energy. Building all the energy single province railroads is a priority. And that's why I've been building them here. This is the one I'm building today. Now I'm going to have every single province that's an energy province have a railroad on it eventually. Depending on magnitude of my energy, the amount of energy I have up here is dependent on if I build railroads in the materials or food single resources. Because I don't want to have a situation where I have way too much food, I have way too much materials, and I don't have enough energy. Because if I build a railroad in every single province, that's what generally happens. You have way too much materials and food, and you don't have enough energy. I'm also ramping up energy production first, because I haven't gotten to a spot where I feel comfortable enough to go to 0% oil consumption. Also a factor that I have to play into. Double resources provinces are an exception because you produce so much more resources in a double. And by building a railroad that gives a percentage to that increase, it's way more cost effective than a single. And that's the balance. Now you can see why I need so much more energy, because you already have seen my oil, what it could be if it was at 0%. Now, when I get my oil to 0%, coal and gas are positive. Then I want to look at my oil right here, and I want to see, am I using it or am I just stacking it up? Do I have 100K oil, or do I have this small amount here? What's going to happen is in the late game, I'm going to use iron and oil to build fancy things. And when I build fancy things, I'll need to make sure that I can build the most fancy things at the most efficient time by not having a large stockpile of one resource or the other. But yeah, that's the plan. I need to start building up more energy. So that's what I've been doing. Every day I check in while I do my maneuvers. But yeah, I'm going to invade West Libya. I really don't understand what my ally's doing. I was getting artillery out now. Like, his morale is so low. I don't think he realizes his morale is so low. I wish Bytro did a better job of like nitpicking people and reminding them they're not playing the game right. But that's why I have a YouTube channel. So there it is. All right, I'll talk to Squid Bois later.